Welcome to Outdoors with Todd. I'm Todd, and we're heading to the outdoors, everybody. And it's bushcraft shelter time. You! How's it going, everybody? Today we're building a bushcraft shelter, and this shelter is going to be just a bed platform with a tarp overhead. So hope everybody's doing well. Enjoy the video. Gathering some trees for the frame of the shelter. So I'm going to have 2 tripods on each side with a main beam coming through and 2 beams going across on the bottom side for the bed. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just gathering enough beams for that. So this right here is just going to be my temporary support beam. I might leave it up, I might not leave it up. But for now I just wanted to have a beam in the middle just to hold everything together. Because we're getting some gusts of wind here randomly, so for right now it's just a support beam, maybe temporarily, but it might stay up anyways because it might help with the structure. So far so good. Loving it. So right now I'm going to put the two lower beams across, and that's going to be the bed frame. And then we'll get smaller wood, and we'll put them on there and tie them on there and make a bed. Trying to make a raised bed. This is pretty fun so far, and the weather is unreal today. And I say unreal, I think ridiculous. It's way too warm, and everything's after melting again. It's almost like early spring here now. It should be -20 and lots of snow. So I got my first rail for my bed on here. And what I did was I cut 2 pieces of wood at the same length and tied it to the main frame here. So that way this one's going to be almost completely level. And if you're wondering, I'm just doing a simple clove hitch knot. But instead of doing 1 loop like you would usually do, I do 2 loops. And And the reason why I do that is if you do one loop, the knot comes loose before you get the second knot on. But if you do a double loop, it locks it in place. And that won't come, that won't move now. And it's locked in there now just because that other time around, that other loop in there. So now I'll do the second knot. And that's it. It's just a simple knot that works. It's quick, easy, and it gets the job done here. So the main two beams are on for the base for the bed. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut this pole on the top of the bed here to a length that I'm happy with, and then I'll go into the bush there and cut about 50 of these, about these size. So that's going to be the start of the bed. Bed is going to be the full thing here. Really happy how fast this is going up so far. So far, so good. And the way I'm going to build this is I might not have to tie every piece of wood on there, so which is great. So we're going to see what happens. So far, loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Secure all this. I got a log running parallel here on top of all those bed beams, and I'm going to weave in through until the end, and it's tied on the end already. So that's how I'm going to secure this on here. Oh yeah, that's so tight. That's awesome. So I'll go find another pole, do the other side, and then I'm going to trim this side down a bit, make it look a little neater. That should work pretty good. Awesome. Pretty happy when the tarp goes up. I could lower the string a little bit so it's I get a little bit more shelter, but so that's all I'm going to do for today, and I'm going to actually head home right now because I got stuff to be doing tomorrow, and not really to the point now where I want to stay out here anyways, because I got to get something for the floor there on the bed, because that'd be really uncomfortable right now. So as of right now, this is it for today. So I'm going to leave the tarp and stuff out here and get to it next weekend. So we'll talk to you in a bit, everybody. We'll see you next time out here. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Bushcraft shelter. And this time I'm pulling the sled with lots of camping gear. So today is an overnight in the shelter. So we're going to do some work, some rearranging. I'm not quite happy with the tarp placement here, and I got other tarps. So we're going to improve on the shelter today, and then enjoy the evening in the shelter. And I also brought my my hot tent wood stove here. So we're in for it. Let's get into it already. I got to unload the gear now and start working here. First thing I'm going to do actually is take down that tarp and put it in a better placement. Most important thing right here, of course, you know it. Ha-ha! So we'll get this unloaded and then we'll get straight to work here. So I'm really happy with that now. So I basically got a full wall over here. There's a crow just landed right in front of me. Oh, that's a grouse. Is it a grouse? There's a grouse just right over there and landing in the tree over there. We're going to go over and have a look. I'm sure that's a grouse. It's either a grouse or a big raven. We'll go over and sneak over. A nice little spruce grouse over there. I'm not surprised either, because I've seen several spruce grouse over in that stand of trees over there. There's a stand of green trees, and every time I come here there's a grouse there. They feed on the pine needles and the buds and stuff in the tree there. So anyways, back to the shelter here. Really happy with that. That gives me a full wall of shelter. So what I'm going to do now is I'll set up the wood stove, put the chimney up, and see where that stands. And then I'll put the other tarps up according to where the chimney is. So that's what we're doing right now. Wood stove time. I'm really happy with that. It's a little over a foot away from the tarp here, which is pretty awesome. And if need be, I could pull that tarp farther away from there, which is really good too. We'll see what happens here when I get the other tarp up, because I'm planning on putting another tarp right in front as another wall. So that's what we're going to do next. Beauty! There's 2 walls up now. There's something pretty sharp in there now. Now it's starting to feel like a shelter. I found last weekend when I was leaving I had a lot more work to make it feel cozy inside. Today I'm on the right track of that. We're getting a little bit of flurries now, so I'm going to try to find a way to put a tarp on the top here and keep it away from the wood stove. So that's what I'm going to do next. So to string the next tarp up on the top, I'm going to string a line from this pole to the other pole, and I'm going to try to use my Pelican sled as a little ladder here, because I don't have a way to get up there. So this could be a good idea or a horrible idea. But we'll get it on camera no matter what. Okay. Ooh. She's a little shaky for sure. Okay, that's one side done. This thing is not very good. Beauty. I got the roof tarp on now. So now we got a decent shelter here. So the shelter is pretty much livable for right now. Right now I definitely feel comfortable sleeping here tonight. And that's a good thing. And as always, it's my favorite time of day again, everybody. It's coffee time. And even better, it's coffee time at a Bushcraft shelter. Cheers, everybody. Cheers to this beautiful surroundings. Cheers to all of you. And cheers to just realizing I left my food bag at home. Cheers, everybody. Looks like I got a little quick hike here in a minute. Well, that tastes really good, so that's worth it all. That's okay, we'll do some more work and then we'll quickly hike out and go grab the food and then come back right back again. That's all you can do. I just realized that when I was pouring my coffee because I wanted to get a granola bar. And my granola bar is in my food bag, which is now sitting in the fridge at home. It's a good thing I found a shortcut out here last week. So I can make that trip pretty quick, empty-handed. So good. So I think the next task is I'm going to go get some green boughs after I enjoy my little coffee here. So I want to have something on the floor, blocking the wind and stuff coming up from the floor. I might use the third tarp as a floor as well. But we'll save that one for later. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm not 100% certain. So cheers, everybody. Having a time out here, building the Bushcraft shelter. And this Bushcraft shelter will not destroy anything around it. Even the fire. That's why I brought the stove out, so I won't leave a marker. So whenever I take this shelter down, you'll never know it was ever here, because it's built basically on stilts. The ground isn't damaged, and no trees were damaged. The only trees I used were all dead trees from the forest fire, so that is a good thing. And then when I go collect boughs, I'll just take 1 or 2 from each tree. So I'm basically just pruning the tree. I won't take a full tree, and I won't take enough boughs that the tree will die. So for right now, it's coffee time. Cheers, everybody. So I'm at the spot now where I'm going to get some green boughs. And like I said before, I'm going to go through and just select 1 or 2 from each tree. And there's thousands of trees here, so easy. So for example, this tree here, I'm only going to take one. That one was a little bit sparse, so I'll leave that one alone and let it grow a little better. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll go around and nitpick at every tree, 1 or 2 branches per tree. Again, this tree, just one. So I got a decent haul of green boughs. Let's head back to the shelter. So when you're putting these down, you want to put them the way they bend down. So you can see right now this is bent up. So I'm going to turn them around and lay them down the way they bend. And if I got any limbs sticking out, I'm just going to tuck them in. Any bigger branches, I'm just going to pull. So that there I don't really need in the shelter. So that stuff can just lay right down. Perfect. So I got the boughs and the bedding all done right now. Not going to get any more for today. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go to the trail. There's a bunch of down trees falling from the trail that are kind of partially cut. And I'm going to add them to these outer tripods. Because I want to be more secure and keep the heat in better before I go to bed here. So that's what I'm going to do. Really happy with the work so far today. But now I gotta run out and get my food because I'm starting to get a little hungry now. Actually, I'm starting to get really hungry. So, when I get back, I'll see you out here. Soup time! Oh, I can't wait for this. Whew. Oh, so delish. Look at that steam coming from there. So I will admit I'm a little cold right now. I got a little bit wet from all the work I was doing earlier today. From the snow and also from sweating. So this soup is hitting the spot, and being close to that stove is working good. So good. I'm almost under the sheets here now, under the sleeping bags. It's getting there. It's getting to that point here. I'm feeling really tired right now. So cheers everybody. I'm diving into some nice soup here, and it's hitting the spot real good right now. So everybody, before I actually fall asleep, I'm going to take the time and say goodnight to you, because I'm just about pooped here now, and I'm so comfy under these sleeping bags here. Unreal, right next to that stove. So nice. So, that being said, everybody have a good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It's my favorite time of day again. It's coffee time. And coffee time at sunrise out at a bushcraft shelter. Can't beat it. Cheers, everybody. Oh yeah, so good. So I must admit I slept pretty decent. The only thing was, right away after I got into the tent, the temperature warmed up outside and the wind started howling. So if you can see behind me there, I put the third tarp I had to block the wind, because the wind was just coming right through the back door here. So if it wasn't for that extra tarp I still had ready, I probably would have froze to death, because the wind was howling. You can still see the wind is moving pretty good now. It's a pretty mild morning. I think it's like -3 right now. So cheers, everybody. I'm just waiting for the fire to die down here a little bit and enjoying my coffee. And then I'm hitting the road here. So, thanks everybody for watching this one. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun doing this. This is awesome. So fun. And I can't wait to come back. That shelter worked out really cool. It worked out totally different from what I had originally planned, but it is awesome. Yes! Can't wait to come back here, everybody. So fun. So everybody, I'm Todd, and you're watching Outdoors with Todd. We'll catch you on the next one, everybody.